How to Make a Man Chase You the Secret He Won't Tell You. That's quite the hook from the source you brought for this deep dive.
It definitely grabs your attention, doesn't it?
It does. So we're jumping into the ideas this source presents about, well, attraction, relationships, and this whole concept of making a man chase you.
Exactly. And the core idea, the foundation it builds on is this premise that men supposedly love a challenge.
Right, the challenge aspect.
Yeah, and the source argues that if you give away too much too soon, you kind of kill the mystery. The chase is over before it even starts, basically.
Okay, so let's dig into that. What does the source actually advise doing? Or maybe what not to do first?
Well, the big don't is being overly available. That's a direct quote.
Overly available.
Yeah.
Makes sense in that context, I guess, if you're always there.
Right. The idea is it lowers your perceived value, at least according to this source. So instead of that, it suggests focusing on positive traits, like being kind, confident, and this is interesting, just a little bit unpredictable.
Unpredictable. That links back to the mystery thing, doesn't it? Keeping them guessing.
Precisely. Not like chaotic, but just enough to keep him intrigued. And timing is also key.
Timing of interaction, like texting back.
Yeah, exactly. Respond, the source says, but maybe not immediately. Be warm, sure, but maybe not super eager.
Got it. Bit of restraint. And the source actually gives this a name, right? This whole approach.
It does. It calls the central technique emotional control.
Emotional control. That sounds intense.
Well, the source tries to clarify. It's not about being like an ice queen or hiding feelings. The goal is, and I quote, to make him wonder what you're thinking.
Ah, okay. So it's more about creating intrigue, a sense that there's more beneath the surface for him to discover.
Exactly. And in terms of action, what should he be doing? The source says you position things, so he has to earn your attention.
Earn it. Okay, and why? What's the thinking behind that strategy, according to the source?
The logic presented is pretty straightforward. When he feels like he has to work for your time, he'll start to value it more.
So effort equals value in this equation.
That's the claim. And that process, that investment of his effort and the increased value he supposedly feels, that's when, the source says, the chase begins.
It's interesting. But it could sound a bit like game playing. Does the source address that?
Yes, it does. Explicitly. It says, it's not about playing games, it's about knowing your worth. It frames it as self-respect.
Knowing your worth. So it's presented as coming from a place of confidence, not manipulation.
That's the angle, yeah. A woman who respects herself, it argues, naturally stands out.
And the result, if you do all this.
The source claims that the man who's genuinely interested, he won't just walk, he'll run after you. Yeah. Big promise there.
Definitely a big promise.
Yeah.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the core idea from the source is value yourself, create a little mystery through controlled availability and that emotional control thing.
Which then creates perceived value.
And that supposedly kicks off the chase.
That's the model presented in the material, yeah.
Yeah.
Based on effort and perceived value.
Right. So here's a thought to leave you with based on all that. The source links knowing your worth with making him earn your attention. How do those two ideas actually mesh together when you're trying to build something real, something healthy, worth mulling over?